Good morning. Good morning, Caitlin. Good morning, Lucas. Good morning, Jeremiah. Good morning, Josiah and Omari. I'm going to start off with this first. Well, no, I guess I'll start off with the calendar first, like we usually do. So, I'm all over the place today. So, yesterday was Thursday. So what day is today? If yesterday was Thursday, let's sing our song. If we can sing over, I guess I should have. Some songs are loud, some songs are soft over there on YouTube. Playing some Disney music and videos for some of the kids. So, days of the week, days of the week, days of the week, days of the week, days of the week. There's Sunday and there's Monday, there's Tuesday and there's Wednesday, there's Thursday and there's Friday, and then there's Saturday. Days of the week, days of the week, days of the week, days of the week, days of the week. So, today is Friday, so I'm going to put that right there. It is the last day of school for this week right here. That would be Saturday. Oh, well, I blew that one. Tomorrow will be Saturday. No school on Saturdays or Sundays. It's the weekend. So today is our last day of school. I got to turn that down a little bit. Sorry, guys. Sorry, this one's a loud one. I have to turn this one down, my friend. There you go. I would have paused it instead of just walking away, but I don't know what happens when I pause it. I always end up having to restart and make a whole new one again. So today is Saturday. Tomorrow is Saturday. It's part of the weekend. Saturday. And today is sunny, like yesterday. And you know what else today is? The last few days have been cold. Oh, you needed hats and mittens and heavy jackets. And these two guys come in with blankets on their legs. But today, although this morning was still cool, it always is in the morning during this time of the year. But the day is supposed to be warm. Well, I would say cool if we had one, because it's between hot and cold, but it's warm because it's not hot, but it's not cold. That's good news. You like it when it's not hot. Hot. So it is still the month of November. It is Friday, November what? We'll just start with the tens and says, well, we'll start all the way down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Count with me. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Oh, we're at the end of the numbers that are in our teens. Now we're going into our 20s. 20. It's another 2-digit number. Now for 9 days, we're going to be in the 10 days, we'll be in the 2s. 20. And we only have how many days? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 days until Thanksgiving. And next week we only have 2 days of school, Monday and Tuesday. After that, there's no school, no distant learning, nothing. I'm completely lost my train. We've been working on the letter E. And remember, E says E or F, like in elephant. Elephant. Eyes. Of course, I'll use both hands and I drop it. Eyes. Excited. Yay! It's Friday. It's the weekend. Joanne is excited. Yay! Oh, see, now I turned it down. Now we can't even hear the next song. Okay, that's just like regular TV. And this is one of the words that start with the long E. It sounds like E. Eat. Eat. What did you eat for breakfast? You had yogurt and oatmeal. What did you guys eat if you eat by mouth?
Yeah.
Eat. Let me give Omari something else. Want this? Do you want a pow pow? Pow pow pow. And we are on the number 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now 4, when we look at our flashcards, we'll use these. We start with 0, then we go to 1, then we go to 2, I think I was a little too ambitious with this one. Then we have 3, and after 3 comes 4, and that's how you count. But we usually don't say the 0, but 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. And after 4 comes the number 5. Because when we count our dots, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But we're still working on 4, but that's the number after 4. It has one number higher than 4, bigger than 4, larger than 4, greater than 4. I'm trying to think of all the different ways we say it all the time. I don't know where the big piece of this is. Oh, there it is. Have to keep my little friend happy and busy. And we just did our alphabet. So let's go up to E. We've worked on A. She's a little smaller. This hopefully is easier. We've worked on A, B, C, and D. And now our letter we're working on now, the letter, sorry, I'm trying to get them in both in this hand. The letter E, that's the one we're working on now. A, we can say A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Now I know my ABCs. Next time, won't you sing with me? Oh, this is my singing is no real treat. Yeah. Easy, 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 easy. Okay, there you go. I don't want your shirt to be all covered with that. Okay, so that's our review. It is, we already said sunny outside. We did our numbers. So I was going to read more about the parade today, but then I thought, oh my God, I have all this stuff for Thanksgiving, but we only have 2 days of school next week. So I thought I'd touch upon this topic today because we were going to work on it next week, but well, we could have worked on it anytime because November is the Native American Heritage Month. Because when the settlers came from across the ocean and landed It was very tough for them. And who helped them? The Native Americans helped them. They helped them teach them how to, where to hunt, how to grow corn and things like that. So they may have all died if it hadn't been for the American Indians. They're actually heroes. And we didn't really thank them very well. But there they are doing one of their dances. I always wanted to go to a powwow and watch it in person, but I guess I'll have to wait for Corona to be over. Well, this is a little bit different, so I think I'll read the first page. Because a lot of times I don't because it's the same information, but I think I will read it this time. November is Native American Heritage Month in the U.S., the United States. Native Americans were the first people in North America. A tribe is a Native American community. They call them tribes. The tribes include the Cherokee, the Apache, the Sioux, the Navajo, the Iroquois, the Choctaw, Blackfeet, and Seminole. And they lived in different parts of they all lived in different parts of the country, and they had to learn, they built different kinds of houses and things like that, depending on the weather, which makes sense. Native American Heritage Month celebrates Native American culture and history. To celebrate this month, people can learn about Native American dances, cool, like they're doing up there, music, stories, and games. People can read books about famous Native Americans or go to events that celebrate Native American culture. I haven't been to it yet, but there's a big museum. Is it at Mohegan or is it at Foxwoods? One of the two casino areas has a thing, or right near it has a big Native American history because those are owned by Native Americans. I always wanted to go, I just haven't made it yet. Well, we can't go now because of COVID. So November is Native American Heritage Month. The month celebrates Native American culture and history. Native Americans were the first, number one, people in North America. Many Native American tribes still live in North America. A tribe is a Native American community. Native American tribes include they did include these, so, okay. The Cherokee, the Apache, the Sioux, the Navajo, and Seminole. People celebrate Native America this month. People can learn about Native Americans dancing, music, stories, and songs, or games rather, sorry. I know that I read this once before, but it's just so beautiful, and I thought it was a good one to read now because it's Thanksgiving time, so it's a time to give thanks. And this was a Native American giving thanks, a Native American good morning message. And it's just so pretty that I wanted to read it again. I think it's appropriate for this time of year. I can open it. To be a human being is an honor. We offer thanksgiving for all the gifts of life. Isn't that pretty? Mother Earth, we thank you for giving us everything we need. She gives us our food and our water. Thank you, deep blue waters around Mother Earth, for you are the force that takes thirst away from all living things. Nice big lake right there, and it's up in the mountains, so it's nice, good water. Just a second. So far we thank Mother Earth for giving them everything that they need, and the water for taking care of their thirst. Oh, we give thanks to green grasses that feel so good against our bare feet for the cool beauty you bring to Mother Earth's floor. So they're thanking the grass. Thank you, good foods from Mother Earth, our life sustainers, for making us happy when we are hungry. So there's some corn there that they grew, some squashes and pumpkins, some tomatoes, mushrooms. Fruits and berries, we thank you for your color and sweetness. We are all thankful to good medicine, herbs for healing us when we are sick. So a lot of medicines come from things like that. They make them out of stuff you can find in nature. And they use the colors to make their paints and decorate their tents and stuff with, teepees and other lodgings. Thank you, all the animals in the world, for keeping our precious forests clean. All the trees in the world, we are thankful for the shade and warmth you give us. Let's see if we can do this page better. Thank you, birds, for singing your beautiful songs for us to enjoy. I like to listen to the birds. Do you? Outside your window? We give thanks to you, gentle four winds, the one from the north, the south, the east, and the west. Those are our 4 compass points. For bringing clean air for us to breathe from the 4 directions. So you can see it's windy there. They're talking about the wind and their hair is blowing in the wind. Thank you, Godfather, Grandfather, Thunder beings, for bringing rains to help all living things grow. So they thought the thunder was from being in up in the sky. Elder brother, sun, we send thanks for shining your light and warm Mother Earth. So now they're thanking the big blue sun. We need sunshine. We need for things to grow, for our health. What are you doing? You okay? Thank you, Grandmother Moon, for growing full every month to light the darkness for children in sparkling waters. It's a full moon, so they can actually see this. With no moon, you really wouldn't be able to see that well out in the dark. We give thanks, twinkling stars, for making the night sky so beautiful, and for sprinkling morning dewdrops on the plants. Sometimes in the morning, if you go outside real early, the grass is wet, or plants might be a little wet, and that's called dew. What do you want? You have the toy. What's the matter? You want this one? Got it? There you go. Good job. Spirits, they believed in the spirits. Spirits protectors of our past and present. We thank you for showing us ways to live in peace and harmony with one another. And most of all, thank you, Great Spirit, for giving us all these wonderful gifts so we will be happy and healthy every day and every night. I just think that's so beautiful that they're thanking everything. So that was our Native Americans. And later on, we are going to make our own drums. Well, yeah. We're going to have to help because we have to use the glue gun, but it's kind of, and then when you spin it like this, the beads that are on the thing go back and forth and make noise. That was an instrument that they used. When I was researching the topic, I came across this site, and they had this for you could print off, and it was Native American Heritage activity book. A lot of them are too much for you guys, but I just wanted to show it to you. And there's the ones that live out in the desert that have teepees. That's what those are called. They had holes up here so the smoke, if they had a fire inside, went out and they got fresh air inside. But that's what this is. The teepees. Most Native Americans living on the prairies and plains of our country once lived in teepees, much like this. Like this. It could be quickly taken apart when the tribe needed to move their camp to a new location. Teepees are constructed using long wooden poles that are covered with animal hides. They would get the buffalo hides and other animals and they would make their homes. Or skins sewn together. An opening was left at the front, at the top, for smoke could rise from the campfire inside. The sides of the teepee, I'll show you right here on this one because this one is in color. The sides of the teepee were painted with symbols or scenes that told a story, like hunting for a great bear or discovering a large herd of deer or buffalo. That's cool. So they would decorate the sides of their teepees, kind of like we paint the sides of our house and stuff. Oh. Sorry, I'm having trouble moving these pages along. Just trying to find a page that's good for you guys. I didn't do the dot to dot that's on this, but it's a picture of a horse. Native Americans believe the horse is very special. They learned to ride horses without saddles and use them for hunting buffalo because they used the buffalo for everything. It was very important to them. Some Indians called their horse a painted pony because of the horse's colors looked like spots that were painted. Maybe we'll see a painted in one when you go along. Yeah, just a second, honey. Buffalo and the Indians. There's the big buffalo. It lived out in the plains. And there's his baby. They were huge, but they would catch them and they would use the skins for hides, the meat to eat. They use them all, the whole thing. Buffaloes are also called bison. They are one of the largest animals in North America and once traveled in great herds. The Indians would follow the herds and live with them for many years. When settlers moved west as the railroad was built, buffalo were very nearly wiped out by people who only wanted the hides. As buffalo disappeared, our Native Americans began to suffer greatly because they depended on bison for food, clothing, and shelter. So they've come across these sites of where it was obvious that white hunters had been there because they're all just shot and the dead carcasses are just hanging around there. They didn't use any of it. So they wasted all of that and almost killed all of them. Then we have feathers from birds, different birds. Feathers are prized possessions for Native Americans. They are sometimes given to each other as another person as a sign of friendship or a thank you gift. Feathers are worn in the head or used to decorate other objects such as drums and shields. They make big headdresses like that, some of them. Those are all feathers. Each feather in a war bonnet is usually earned through acts of courage and honor. Feathers can also be presented as a gift from other members of the tribe and sometimes from different tribes. Excuse me for 1 moment. How you doing, Josiah? And they would wave very pretty blankets of all different colors. And those were they were traded or given away blankets for hundreds of years. Blankets often given to honor someone or show appreciation. The patterns, colors, and designs used on the blankets have special meaning. Cool. It's Miss Nicole. And then this also had, but I didn't cut everything out, pictures, and you could create, it's a cute little booklet that you can get for free offline. But here's some of the things we were talking about. There's their teepee with the hole cut out so they could have a fire inside to stay warm. And they cook by the fire. And there's the horses. They call them painted because they had the spots. She's making a blanket. And they ate fish to eat. There's a baby buffalo. And those are things that you can cut out and glue them on your scene. Uh-oh! And there's just more pictures. There's the big buffalo. I show you with them on the page, you can see. Wow, they really were big. There's our teepees again. One that way, one that way. And now we have some Indians, Native Americans dress. He has some feathers in his hair. He does too on his headband. They have very pretty clothes. They made them all out of animal skins. Like I said, they used every part of the animal. They didn't waste anything like the white man did. Then there's just more pictures of those. And that's what we have on the American Indians. I had other stuff, but you know me. I got it already, and then I don't know what I do with it. Hi. So, I thought that we could do a little bit of a pattern with our different calendar date. I'm not going to pay attention to the day this time. We're just going to look at what the pattern is. So what are we going to start with? Let me just grab one. What is it? Oh, we're starting with pie. That's something that's served at Thanksgiving. People do pumpkin, apple, chocolate, pecan, all kinds of different pies. And then I think I will put a leaf, a pie. What do you think would come next? Pie, leaf, pie. What would go there? What would go next? Would a leaf go next? Or would the cornucopia go next? Let's see. Let me put these down here. Pie, leaf, pie. If you said leaf, let's put it up there and see. Does that look right? Pie, leaf, pie, leaf. And then it would be another leaf and another pie. Wow. Let's do another one. Pilgrim hat. Pumpkin. Pilgrim hat. Pumpkin. I'm going to have to go back and fix the whole calendar after this. So our pattern right now is pilgrim hat, pumpkin, pilgrim hat, pumpkin. What would come next? Next, would it be a pumpkin again or a pilgrim hat? Pilgrim hat, pie, pumpkin, pilgrim hat, pumpkin. What would come here? Would it be the pumpkin? Let's see. Does that look right? Or would it be the pilgrim hat? That looks right, doesn't it? Pilgrim hat, pumpkin, pilgrim hat, pumpkin, pilgrim hat. And after that would be another pumpkin. So I just wanted to do a couple with you. I hope you all have a great weekend, that everyone is feeling okay. I know that some of you, a few of you have been, or sick or under the weather, not feeling well. And I hope that you feel better soon. This is Miss Joanne today, tired. How many of you are tired after the whole week? But I'm excited for the weekend. Yay! Excited! I'm happy to be with you and to be with these guys here. I hope you're happy too. Bye for now. I hope you have a great weekend.